Bay after we took Higginbotham out. And then we were able to get Campbell, Gilliam, and Bostic all in the ball game. Thought they threw well. Offensively, the middle of the order was the story today for us. Eli White drove in 2, scored 2. Roman drove in 3. Okie scored 3 runs and hustled on the bases to create some runs, which I thought was big for us today. Seth Beer had another great day, had 3 hits, scored 2 runs, drove in 3. So, overall, at the middle of our order did an outstanding job, and I was very proud that our guys found a way to answer. The second inning, we give up a solo homer, we score 5 in the bottom. Give up a run in the 4th, score 3 in the bottom. So another good sign of teams, and we talk about it all the time, is when the opponent scores, we've got to find a way to come in the dugout and answer back, and I thought our guys did a nice job of that. Able to play a lot of guys again today, which I think will bode well for us over the course of the year, to get those guys off the bench some at-bats and get them in the field, and just overall a good day.
Coach, you mentioned a great job of the bullpen today. By my count, that's almost 23 innings of work and only 2 runs allowed. Are you surprised at all with the efficiency you've gotten from the pen?
Well, I think you get efficiency when you throw strikes, and that's the name of the ball game for us. Is just keep it simple, execute pitches and throw strikes, and our guys have done that. That's one of the things that I've been very, very impressed with out of our bullpen. If guys are going to get on base against us, we want it because we're giving up hits, not because we're walking guys or getting deep into the count. And we want to force contact. We want to throw the ball over the plate, and I think our guys have done a nice job of that, of pitching to contact, pounding the strike zone. Coach C's done a really good job of getting our guys going in the right direction out of the bullpen for sure.
It's 2 weeks now. What do you like about this team so far that you've seen so far in these first 6 games?
Well, we've been very balanced. We've pitched well, we've hit well, we've played good defensively, ran the bases well. It's still young, it's in the season, still early in the year, but overall, and I don't know if I could have asked for more consistent baseball, than we've played through 2 weekends. So I've been very, very pleased. Our demeanor has been calm, relaxed, cool in the dugout, very confident, and we've played very, very consistently. So been very, very pleased so far.
Has it been helpful that not only are you getting at the plate, but you get the production on the mound, you get it in the bullpen? I mean, it's just, and the defense as well, is that kind of just been helping things for a matter as far as that consistency goes?
Well, I think it all kind of feeds off of each other. When you know that you're going to get good pitching outings, good quality starts, and bullpen guys come in and throw strikes, then you know that you don't have to score 8 to 10 runs to win. Because we all know we're going to run into pitching that's going to shut us down offensively from time to time. That's just baseball. But when you can pitch and play defense, you're in every ball game. So that's got to be the constant for us. We've got to throw strikes and play good defense day in and day out if we want to be a team that plays deep into the season. But it also, when you're scoring runs and you're scoring runs early, I think it helps the pitching staff. Our guys can relax and go out there and be super aggressive and pitch to contact because we've been playing with a lead a lot. So I think it goes hand in hand, but the constant has got to be pitching and defense.
Monte, you mentioned playing a lot of guys. Do you feel like personally you now know pretty much what you know about all of these guys, and you kind of pare down who plays based on as competition gets going?
Well, I think it's one of those things where I want to try my best any opportunity I can when we do have a good lead to get guys off the bench and get them some work and try different offensive and defensive combinations. So it's just one of those things that I like to do it. I like to get guys, especially early in the year. You're still trying to learn your team to a degree and trying to get guys in the game and see how they respond in competition situations. And overall, we've had some guys that have come off the bench and done very well and probably deserve maybe some more opportunities based on what they've done coming off the bench.
Some hitters tend to get a little pull happy, but seeing Seth Beer go oppie on that pitch, I mean, what does that tell you?
Well, again, you see a couple signs of a star, a guy that, I said it early in the year, we give him a 3-0 green light, and, he hits one, just foul past the Cajun Cafe out there, and then he goes opposite field today and hits a ball out opposite field, and the ball stays straight. And when you see a guy that can hit a ball in the air opposite field and it stays straight with no slice, that's a guy that's got some serious power. And, he's a true power hitter. He can hit the ball ball out from pole to pole. That's a true power bat. He's a very dangerous hitter, and again, guy amazes me with what he's able to do this early in his career.
Something I've noticed about this team from last year also is they're a lot more confident in the field, at the plate, on the mound. Have you noticed that confidence progress so far this season?
Well, the one thing that I never want to do as a head coach is try to take a player's confidence. I mean, I want my players confident, even when they're struggling, because this game will beat you up enough based on just playing it. And it's a hard game. It's a hard game for hard men. That's the best way I can describe the game of baseball, is you have to be able to deal with failure day in and day out. You're going to strike out, going to hit in the double plays, you're going to make errors. It's a hard game for hard men, and the tougher you are mentally, being able to handle that failure is what's going to define you as a player. That's how you become a consistent player. So I never want to do anything that'll take a player's confidence. I just want our guys to be confident, preach to them, to keep their heads up and keep playing. Even when they have a bad at bat or make an error, I want to be the guy that tries my best to give them confidence. And if I'm loose and having fun in the dugout and calm, I think it just helps your players. So I just try to do my best to keep them loose and confident. And if I can do that, then usually they tend to play at their best. That's my job. I play a minor role in the game. I really do. Our guys have to go out and play and make it happen, but I just want our guys to be loose and try my best to keep them confident.
You've mentioned several times how important recruiting is in the state of South Carolina. How much fun will this week be with Wofford, who's gotten off to a good start, in South Carolina at the end of the week?
Well, I don't know if there's a better state out there when it comes to college baseball. I mean, you look at the state of South Carolina, and it's a small state, but college baseball is unbelievable in our state. And, you look at our program, South Carolina, Coastal Carolina, College of Charleston, junior college baseball, Spartanburg Methodist, Division II baseball. And then you got Wofford. Wofford's had a really good team last year. They got a really good team this year. Todd Interdonato does an outstanding job of recruiting and developing talent. They can really pitch, and they love to run. They're a team that will take advantage of you if you do not control the running game. So I can tell you right now, it's going to be a tough test for us. We're coming off, a sweep, and we're coming into our first midweek opportunity against a really good ball club. So this is going to be a tough test for us. So I'm anxious to see how we respond and how we do against a really good Wofford club.
Do you know yet who's going to take them out Tuesday?
We haven't decided that yet. We're just going to look at, again, all the guys that we've used. Who's the most fresh and ready guy? Do we want to put a guy out there and have him try to give us a quality start, or do we want to try to pitch a number of guys in the middle of the week and have everybody ready for the weekend? We haven't quite decided what direction we're going to go. I'm sure we'll meet here in just a little bit and go over it and try to make that decision at some point. If we don't make it today, maybe make it, at some point tomorrow, by the afternoon as to what we want to do.
You mentioned you're still getting to know your team. Do you consider at all experimenting with the lineup, maybe moving Western or Seth up in the lineup, or are you of the philosophy if the name broke, don't fix it?
I really just try to go on feel as much as I can. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I do think that there's something to trying to stay within the same order. But even today, I bumped Wilson up one spot, put him in the 6th spot as opposed to the 7th spot. I'll try to move the order a little bit just based on feel more than anything else. But I try to leave it as much as I can consistent if it's working. That's, again, I think it's just a feel thing.
Thank you.